Hey y'all, it's Chase here, back on Just Chase Gaming, and today, guys, we're back here playing some Encrypted. So, let's get straight into the video. So, I went ahead and set up 3 generators, so one in the middle for them to share, then one on the outside. So, and then what I've also done is just compress a lot of this cobblestone, and I have like a lot more. And I made these blueprints because we had gotten one through a quest, and I made more. They're actually very useful for this. So if I just take this cobblestone and like just shift right click, shift right click, shift right click, and it just compresses it all super easily. I just set the recipes for all these. Like, let me see if I can show you if I do. How do I edit this? Yeah. So if I come here and just like make the crafting recipe, click the check, and boom, it just does like that. So now I'm gonna take all this cobblestone because this is gonna be used today. I'm gonna need it compressed, as much of it compressed as I can possibly get. So 9, not bad. So what we're gonna do to start off this video is going to be looking into getting more into alchemy. So we do need to get the... Oh, I forgot to make more stone. Okay, let's just do this like so. I need some more stone. Actually, I might have enough now. This might be... I think that's just enough. And now we have the 4 evaporators. I accidentally made one too many stone plates, but oh well. So I'm gonna set this up right over here. I'm gonna put them like in place of these slabs. Just do that. And these are going to be very, very useful for getting the materials that we're going to need, because the main thing I want to do in today's video is get 10 obsidian to get to the Nether. Is this filling up? Yeah, it is. I don't know. Because this will make a mineral salt, which is one of the quests and something that I'm really doing. So now we can grab some of this, this. And quickly, before I do anything else, I do want to go ahead and make some 4x4 drawers. So if I do this, or 2x2 drawers, and then just craft it like this, just do this, and I'll set up these drawers like right over here, just for some elements that we're about to get. So we can start off by doing this mineral salt. You'll see we'll get a good amount of stuff like this. We'll get a couple quests. Now, if we look up how to make obsidian, I think it's in the quest and it should be unlocked soon. So, can we unlock that yet? No, I don't think we can. Okay. Oh yeah, so we just need to get the things that we need. So, we need magnesium oxide, potassium chloride, aluminum oxide, and silicon dioxide. And if you look at the exact recipe, obsidian, it does require quite a bit of each. So that basically requires 80 magnesium, 80 potassium, 80 aluminum oxide, and then then 24 times 10 of silicon dioxide. So it's gonna be quite a bit of stuff, but shouldn't be too hard. So now if we also take this times 3 compressed cobblestone, run that through there. Okay. And I did go ahead and put coal in there, so these are filling up the buffer. So now, actually, I think we have a good bit of silicon dioxide already, just from that little bit, and now we have a good bit of iron. So what we can actually do... Oh, we don't have quite enough. We're so close though. Okay, guys, so it's currently the next day because I was having some problem with my recording software, but I literally did not do anything other than I took all my mineral salt out and put some new water in there. But matter of fact, I need to put a little bit more into here, just because mineral salt does give us a good bit of stuff. Boom. Alright. So let's just take all this out. And what we're going to do is, firstly, we're going to grab some more cobblestone because this has been running a little bit. Grab this, that, and that. Do we have another 3 times? Boom. Because doing the 2 times and the 1 times is like almost never worth it when you can do it the 3 times. It just gives you so much more. So just waiting is better, which is why one of the first things I think I might do is upgrade my cobblestone generator, just so that we're getting more and more cobblestone, because then getting another generator for more power will be so much easier. So now we do have enough iron for that. And also let me just put away all these other elements. So what we are going to do is just do this, and if I remember correctly, we also need to get some more charcoal in here. So we're going to get in my next step in a second. Do I have some more charcoal anywhere? No. Okay. Alright. So what we're going to do is put iron in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what I am going to do is, yeah, I'm going to upgrade my cobblestone generator first. I think that will help us get more iron in the long haul. So that's what I'm going to do first. Cobblestone generator 2. Is that not a quest? Maybe I just got it early. Oh wait, let me also turn back on my sound. Is that sounding? There we go, because I was wondering why I couldn't hear anything. Alright, so put that back on. Should be getting cobblestone pretty fast. So the next thing I do want to do is, I want to take actually some of this, some of these logs, and turn that into cellulose. Okay. Here we go. And then turn that into all its parts, because then we're going to get some carbon, which we can use to turn into charcoal. Yeah, right here. So that, I think that's what we're going to do for fuel. Even then, I think we also can use this in the generator, because I think it does work as fuel. So let me just go ahead and do this. Carbon here, hydrogen here, oxygen here. What the? Do this? I accidentally middle clicked and I think it just destroyed everything. Okay, so that is a bug. Alright. Okay, so I just lost that on a little bit of stuff, but oh well. So can I just use this straight in here? So if 8 equals 1, so how much did the charcoal, how long did the charcoal last for? Let me just see that real quick. So if I do this, charcoal lasts for 80 seconds. So if this lasts for 10 seconds, then there's no point in me turning it into charcoal, because then it's just going to be doing the same amount, but it's going to be using less power to turn it into charcoal. Yeah, that's 10 seconds, so that's perfect. So we can use carbon to power our stuff. At least for now. I don't think we need it for crafting recipes as of right now, and even then, getting this charcoal is not hard at all. But yeah, so let's go ahead and I guess I probably want to get a little bit more cellulose to get more power stuff. So we have plenty of hydrogen and oxygen right there. We go put that in there and make sure not to middle click. And let's get another stack of charcoal in here. Boom. Or this carbon. And then now what I'm gonna do, just so that we can upgrade our generator, let me just put this mineral salt away for a second. I want to upgrade at least the middle generator to the next here, and I think now it shows how much RF to make. Yeah, so this makes 4 RF, and he got rid of the dirt one because that was just a troll. Also, these ones automatically go up quite a bit. 40 RF, 48, 512, obsidian, netherite generator. Okay, so these ones, okay. Wow, so these get quite high. Alright, good to know. Well, the iron one makes 4, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get one of those at least. Let's just compress all of this and hope it's enough. There we go. Now, let's do this. Oh no, that's not even half. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to wait a little bit longer for that. But what we can do now is dissolve some of this mineral salt, and then we'll see where we stand with making all the stuff that we need for the 10 obsidian. Okay, so I've kind of looked at what we had and kind of what we need to get to be where we need to get the 10 obsidian. And honestly, I don't think it's going to be that hard, because if we look at aluminum oxide, it's just 2 aluminum and 3 oxygen, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So getting the oxygen is not going to be hard. We can just get wood, so I'll have to farm a little bit of wood. Not hard. And then we have aluminum, which we already have a stack, or 2 stacks, I think that is. And I think we need, if I do pull out my calculator, to get 80 aluminum oxide, and it requires 2 aluminum each. That is 160 divided by 64. That's 2.5 stacks. So we are on our way to get that. That won't be hard, and we get that from mineral salt, I believe. And then I also saw black simulation blocks if we really want to go that route. But I think, oh, it was the cobblestone. So that's not going to be hard at all. And then if we look at the next one, potassium chloride, which I think, because I don't think we can get chlorine right now. I don't think there's anything. Sodium chloride. We get from mineral salt. What are we using the sodium chloride for? Nothing. So we could get chlorine this way, because we actually do have quite a bit of that. And then if you look at, what was it that we needed to make? Potassium. How do we get potassium? Is there any good way we can get potassium right now? So that would have been good, but there's no way to get potassium. But anyways, so back to what I was saying. Got distracted with recipes. Potassium chloride we get from either diorite or mineral salt. So, or then andesite. Which one's better? So potassium chloride, 14% there. And then diorite, potassium, 14. But can we use polished diorite though? Polished andesite gives you 14.81. Polished granite, no. You can't use polished. Oh, you can. So the best I'm seeing is polished andesite, which will give you a good chance. Okay. And that also will give you aluminum oxide too. So I think getting diorite is going to be the play. But let me also just quickly compress more of this. There we go. We got another 3 times compress. Boom. Just getting a bunch more good stuff. So what I can do is take the silicon dioxide, and we also do need to save a bit of this because we also need 24 of it per. So let me do that math real quick. Let me pull up my calculator. So if we do 24 times 80, oh wow, that's quite, or not 24 times 80, 24 times 10. I was about to say that would be so much. So that's 240 divided by 64. And so that's 3 3/4 of a stack. So how much do we have right now? Silicon dioxide, we have 6 stacks. So let me just bring that down. So I'll just use 3 stacks right now because we're gonna get more. I forgot what we're getting it from. And we're gonna get it from diorite anyways. So there's a bunch of stuff we get silicon dioxide from. So it's not gonna be hard. So let's go ahead and use this to make... Okay, wait, let me fill these back up. I can use this. Wait, put these back in here. Now if we use this, let me see how to make... We need to make andesite. Yeah, like so. So let's just put andesite in there. This is going to be a power drainer, which is why I want to get the next step pretty quickly. The next generator to help us out. Because yeah, this is draining through quite a bit of power. So we're going to start with a stack of polished andesite and see where that gets us. So if we do that, polished andesite, dissolve that. Okay. So we're getting a bit of potassium chloride. And we also get it from mineral salt. So, not bad. And it also looked like we did get 29 silicon dioxide back. So we got a little bit under half, which isn't bad. So let's put these new. I might have to get another drawer up here soon. Let's just put all this back. And aluminum oxide, isn't that something we needed for the... Yeah, for the obsidian. So yeah, we are getting aluminum oxide now too. So, I guess now all I really need to do is... I think I'm going to farm some more trees, let these generators run up, and possibly upgrade one of them. Because I think we're getting close to getting another compressed, yeah. So, because once we upgrade at least one more of these generators, it'll make life a lot easier. So yeah, let me just see, is there any other good way to get iron? Chain. We do get it from diorite. You get it from the salt, yeah. Not seeing much. But isn't there, because I remember when I played this one pack, it was like iron oxide or something. Like how do we get, let me see if this is the same at all, like how do we get redstone? It was strontium carbonate. And so if we look at how to get this, it is iron oxide and strontium. Why do I think there's some way? I don't know, maybe I'm just remembering things wrong. But yeah, red simulation blocks. It gives you iron oxide and strontium carbonate. This requires iron oxide. I remember this. And then wasn't it like you almost actually, is that gonna be... Yeah, because if one of this with 8 of this gives you 8 red simulation blocks, and you have like almost a 50% chance to get one. Let me try that real quick. Let me just harvest some of this wet simulation block and see what happens. Okay, so I went ahead and because we have like S2 ultimine, so getting it was actually pretty easy. I just vein mined it over like, yeah, over there. And if I take, so I'm using this white simulation block, which we have like infinite of, and I'm taking 8 iron oxide to make this stuff. I'm taking 8 iron oxide. Let's see how much I get back. Just as I remembered. From using 8 iron oxide, we got 30. Which means if I even just use, if I just leave 8 left again, and then I just got a bunch of extra iron. And we can just keep on doing this over and over again. I just need to make some pickaxes. So if I just make some stone pickaxes, I can just harvest over and over again to get a bunch of iron. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so I just harvested 4 more stacks, and now I don't know if this is actually intentional, because back when I played, I think it was like alchemistry or something. I forgot what the pack was. It was similar to this, where you had like alchemistry and whatnot, and the main goal was with chemistry. But you could not vein mine stuff. So I don't know if this is intentional or not. I'll have to ask them pack dev, but for now, we just use 32 of this iron dioxide. So let's see how much we get back. So already, we almost just got it all with the one stack, and now we're about to get more and more and more. And then this will also be useful later for getting redstone. Yeah, now we're just getting a bunch and a bunch and a bunch. We almost got 2 stacks of iron oxide by using 32. So I'm just gonna save 8. I'm gonna put that in a chest so that we can always duplicate it more. If this gets changed later on, so be it. But for now, we can just get a bunch of iron this way. So we might even be able to upgrade 2 generators. I'll have to see how this goes. I think that's almost enough for 2. And now we have a bunch of oxygen now too. So I might just use that for fuel soon too. Did I put iron away? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we have enough to make 2 upgraded gens. And I think I'll put them on the... I'm gonna put one in the middle, but I'm trying to figure out where I should put the other one. Okay, this thing is running out of power, so we have to let this... So, I'm going to upgrade my stuff, collect this mineral salt, just do a few things, get some more wood, and we'll get back to trading some obsidian. Okay, so I just ran some logs through, got like a bunch more carbon, hydrogen, filled these. Well, I did fill these things back up, but I realized that carbon lasts so much longer than hydrogen. Like if you look at hydrogen and carbon does 1 full item and hydrogen does 0.1 of an item. So if you look up how fast it goes through this, it lasts for 1 second. So basically we have a minute of power with that. But we do have a bunch of it, so for right now it does not hurt to just use that. But I was looking at all the stuff that we have, and if you look at magnesium oxide, that's a 1-to-1 to get 80. And we have more than 80 magnesium. If we look at the next part, potassium chloride, we already have more than 80 potassium chloride. If we look at the next part, aluminum oxide, that's the one that we almost have enough for. If we look, we have 7 aluminum oxide and 136 aluminum. So I looked at what we would need. So each aluminum oxide requires 2 aluminum. And if you remember, we calculated we needed 2.5 before, 160. So I did 160 minus 14 aluminum oxide. And I found out that we needed 2 stacks and 18 aluminum oxide. And then if we look at how much aluminum that we have 2 stacks and 8. So we just need 10 more aluminum, which we can probably get from some mineral salt over here. This should give us the other 10. And then after that, it's just all about combining everything, and we'll have everything. Let me just spend some carbon and put these in here because I'm tired of having to... I just used a chest on accident. I'm tired of having to come back here. And I did upgrade the middle one to an iron generator. So let me go ahead and dissolve this. Is this no? How did we get aluminum? I forgot. How do we get aluminum? Black simulation blocks. Or, oh, it's the cobblestone. But anyways, we still need to dissolve the salt. So, we should have, yeah, a good bit of cobblestone here. So, compress all that. Just compress all of this, and we'll use every single bit we can, because it does give us iron. So, that's always good. So, we got 4 more compressed stone. Alright. Let me just put all this stuff back away. Also, wait, we did get aluminum, it looked like. Oh wait, no, that's the one I had in my inventory. So let's use this times 3 compressed. We have 4 of it. Yeah, we got plenty of aluminum and more silicon dioxide, and we also do have plenty of silicon dioxide. Like, we now have a max full drawer of it. So that should all be good. So now it's all about crafting everything down into the oxides that we need, and then we can get straight into making our 10 obsidian. Okay guys, so I did go ahead and move like this iron generator over here because I did have to make quite a bit of stuff, so it was draining through our power, and this we're not using right now. Let me just quickly sleep. so we can get rid of that rain. But I think now you're going to be able to make our obsidian. I had to put everything that we need: 80 magnesium oxide, 80 potassium chloride, 80 aluminum oxide, and 240 silicon dioxide. So if we take all of this, and now if we look at how to make obsidian, boom, we just put all this stuff in, and 10 obsidian. So let me see. That quest line should be unlocked now. I should be able to unlock this, yeah. Which means I got the obsidian quest, which gives us 2 more, which is pretty cool. And then now we have access to, well, we've been had access to getting diamonds, but now this is where with quests we can get to the end. Flint and steel, visiting. So I guess what we can do real quick is head to the Nether. So let me grab, I think it's like silicon dioxide to make flint, if I remember correctly. Yeah, right here. 1, 2, 3. Now we can make a flint and steel. And let's go ahead and put this portal like over here, just far away from the base. Not far away, but boom. 1, 2, 3. Now we have that, and now it's time to go into the Nether. Alright guys, let's hope we get a good spawn. I have no idea if Nether generation is different in 1.18. This is actually my first time playing 1.18. Magma blocks, this is actually good for dissolving. I did see that. Okay, so we're in a magma wasteland, so this must be new. Rhyme, or it might be with Biomes of Plenty. That might be it. But yeah guys, that is the Nether. Alright, let's head back. Look at the time in the bottom right. So now we have some things to think about what we're gonna do. Whether we want to go for the mining dimension, which is gonna give us access to ores, which is gonna be really nice. The end, I visit the end dimension, but not really. Interesting. So this is going to be, how do we get blaze powder? Okay, yeah, so that's gonna be quite a problem. So I think next episode, I think we might look at going with this middle path here, getting ores, and then that will make getting a lot of other things so much easier, because then we can dissolve things like aluminum ore, magnesium ore, gold ore, things like that, coal to get a bunch more carbon, things like that would just make everything so much easier. And netherrack, I think that dissolves into stuff, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is how we get the germanium, and I think you also get this from fish, possibly, or netherwarts. Netherwarts, that's the thing. That's how we get netherwarts, and you can grow netherwarts to get more and more of this stuff. And the selenium, I think, is where it comes from fish. Yeah. So, guys, we did quite a bit today. We grinded through the, I wouldn't say long, but a little bit of a tedious process of getting all the stuff for obsidian, and this is the second episode. I remember when I played this pack, and I had to get obsidian. This was like way later down the line. We did not get to get this in the second episode, so we did quite a bit. And if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below more things you'd like to see on this channel. And just a little teaser, I am working on a 100 days video, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in the next video.